Hi, this is Camille Jasmine with today's Oceans of Opportunity. Today we're going to talk about the for sale by owner, and this is part one of two parts since there's so much information. Well, you know, with the advent and change in our market, with more sellers right now and the market going up, a lot of sellers think they can sell their homes themselves. And they're called for sale by owners, FSBO, or many of us even shorten it to a word, FIZBO. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And NAR, the National Association of Realtors, posts every year what the biggest challenges are and the most difficult tasks for these sellers are. So I'm going to hit the top three in this video and stay tuned for part two. The first one is understanding and performing the paperwork. You know, we have 70 to 80 disclosures, contracts, inspections, addendums, and so forth, just on our part of the transaction, that can be daunting for a seller. In addition, unfortunately, we live in this litigious state of California, so people are a little bit sue happy, so it's a big risk for the seller in that regard. Secondly is getting the right price. Here, Mr. Seller or Mrs. Seller, you want to get the highest price, and the buyer coming along wants to get the lowest price. And unfortunately, a lot of buyers prey on for sale by owners because they have little or no experience in selling their home. Or they have an agent, and you, Mr. Seller or Mrs. Seller, is going to compensate them at least their commission for the buying side. And then lastly, they typically, because they're selling it themselves, have less exposure than an agent would provide. So they have less buyers coming in versus being able to pick from a lot of buyers coming in. The last thing we're going to talk about right now is preparing the home for sale. And I was surprised this was in the top three because most of it's decluttering and cleaning. And most people go into a house and they can see that. However, sometimes in their own home they cannot. So that's often overlooked, and the reality is we never have a second chance to make a first impression. So stay tuned for part two. This is Camille Jasmine with today's Oceans of Opportunity. Have a great day.